So I want to touch on used wigs because that is one of the ways I have sourced my wigs. One way I found it affordable. Um, Through these online communities, I found a company that sells new open boxed, used wigs and new wigs. And I checked her out. And at first I wasn't so sure, who is this selling these used wigs, and are they really good, and is this that, and she's super high energy and she's a lot of fun and whatever. Um, but I felt like the community was really fast moving for me. So I kind of, okay, they're there. Um, and I put them aside for a little bit. And a couple weeks later, I came back and I watched her again. Then I started stalking her website because I wanted to see what she was offering for prices and all this stuff, right? I took a chance and I bought an open box new from her, and I was super impressed that this actually was what she said it was, and the price was super duper good. It took a little while before I started buying used wigs from her because I needed to get a comfort level. I needed to feel comfortable that what I was buying was what it was. And I have to say that I've been pretty pleasantly surprised. This here is a used wig from her. This is Fontaine. She's from the Luxe collection of Belle Tress. She's 100% hand-tied. At the moment, I am training her part to be a right-sided part. I can see that I still have a little bit of work to do. But I mean, I paid under $150 for this wig, and she would retail, depending on who it is, probably $350 up to $600-700, just depending on whether you can find her on sale or not. What this site has done for me has enabled me to try colors and styles that I wasn't so sure about at prices that didn't kill me. I'm not rich. I'm not poor, but I don't have the money to buy $400 wigs on a whim of whether it's going to work for me or not. So what this did for me was I've been able to try colors. I found Sunkissed is my jam. I absolutely love Sunkissed Almond. It's my favorite color ever. I found styles that I like, and I do like this style. And I have been able then to go forward with, okay, so let me just I bought a Mara a while ago, a used Mara, and she's probably my all-time favorite. She's Sunkissed Almond. She was used, got her for really, really, really good price. I like her so much that I went ahead and bought a new Mara as a backup. Maras don't come up very often. Neither do Fontaines. So it was worth it to me. I have one as a backup. I still wear the used one. I will probably wear that used one for a long, long time because she just wears that well. She's that good of a wig. I've gotten a lot of, no, not good. Nope. Okay, now I know I can't wear that style, right? And some of them I have sold back to her, and she has resold. Quickly, the name of the company is Twisted Wig. I suggest that if you're not familiar with them, that you go check her out on Facebook and join her private Facebook community and just kind of get to know the layout and see if that's a company that would work for you. She does have, well, she started as a wig wrangler, and basically she would get wigs and she would rehab them, and then she would donate them to the oncology center. And from that, this business grew. I'm going to let her tell you her story if you decide to check her out, because that is really her story to tell. She's a really neat woman who I think really does care. Her community has grown quite a bit in the last, well, I've been following her since probably May, and it's, really, really grown since May. Um, yeah, she does a good thing. She fits a niche out there. There's a place for used wigs. You know, there's lots of buy, sell, and trade communities too that sell used wigs, and I'll do a separate one on that at some point. Um, but for me, this is one of the ways that I source alternative hair. This is one of the ways that I have been able to try things that I just wasn't sure about, because you know what? I don't mind spending money if I know that the wig is going to work for me and I'm going to be able to wear it and not have to turn around and resell it for a loss. Um, yeah, yeah. So again, that's Twisted Wig, and she does do lives on Mondays and Wednesdays at 6 o'clock Central Time. But you can look that up on her website. It'll say all that. The buyback program is explained on her website, and if it's not explained well, please ask questions in the community, because those community members will answer. They are wonderful people. Um, I'm going to touch on some of the other places that I use to, in separate ones for each one. I hadn't really planned on doing that, but it's really hard not to tell you about where I source used wigs from without giving you the name, because I don't see other companies doing what Bethany's doing. So, you know, maybe they're out there, I just haven't found them. Anyways, if you have any questions, if you want to know anything, you can reach out to me. I would be happy to answer. If you want to check her out, I suggest starting with her Facebook community. She has both a business and a private community page, and just see what she's all about. All right, guys, take care.